success, and Hearts of Kratz 3000 was published by NN Games. It's a Japanese magical themed anime style arcade shoot 'em up fairy themed game that's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff for better sake, that feels like you're more playing a arcade machine cabinet game that's been brought to life from I think it was Sega Dreamcast in the 2000s game that's been adapted to a 3D twist. It features you flying on a witch's broom, going around, just shooting and attacking enemies, collecting points, and occasionally using various power-ups. Now, the game has you just holding down the A button and just destroying its enemies. You fly through a certain amount of levels across for 5 stages, and you occasionally get to encounter little mini bosses, collect all kinds of little pickups, get a couple different kinds of power weapons, all while just kind of exploring and trying to stay alive. Now, control-wise for the game, you hold the A buttons down to be able to shoot. You can either tap it a bunch to shoot kind of faster, or just hold the button down. It's really up to you. And you can additionally press the X button and activate one of your special ability weapons that are located in the top right of your screen. You get these completely random while you're playing, and you can collect and save up to 4 of them. The game features honestly a smaller variety of localized enemies in each stage. They do kind of expand, but some of them do get kind of reused and repeated quite a bit. The most fun you're probably going to have are your encounters with the mini bosses, and then the other enemies while you're playing. But a lot of the basic stuff is kind of repetitive and it's a little old and drawn out at times. This isn't a game that's going to take a super long amount of time, and it visually feels kind of dated, even being kind of a reimagining in a 3D form of the game. Now, let's talk about some of my gripes with the game. For one, the game doesn't allow you to save anywhere. So let's say you complete the first stage and you want to go do another game and come back. There's no save system, there's no save files whatsoever. You simply have to start the game over every single time. So if you're hoping to progress all the way to the end of the game, you're going to have to sit and play this game in one solid sitting without stopping. Now, as you play, you have opportunities to get high scores, and you only get for 5 lives through the entire game. And even if you adjust the game for the various difficulty settings for the options menu, I'll get to the options menu in a second, you still only get for 5 lives, and even with how the enemies spawn and interact in the stages, it does seem to come across a little bit cumbersome at times, and you're constantly just being bombarded with a character that you can't necessarily always see what you're doing, as you flying around in a little broom honestly clips out your kind of reticle to shoot things, and it becomes very clunky at times when you are playing. There's no real way to adjust that, there's no real way to make things any easier for you, and it becomes quite frustrating at times. At least for me, this is based on my experiences. Maybe other people have easier chances trying to get through things. Now, again, if you want to learn the controls for the game, you can go into the settings, and I'm going to back out here for just a second and kind of show you a little of what I'm talking about. You can go here into the options menu, and you can adjust the controls. There's nowhere in here where you can go see what the controls look like. So it's a complete crapshoot if you can figure that out, as well as just some of the basic stuff in the game. Now, I will say this game does support a retro mode, which honestly just makes it originally harder to see. And there is local co-op, but it kind of still gets a little clunky when you're playing with other players. Now, I don't quite know yet the price for the game, as that wasn't shared for me. I honestly think of this game, for it to be kind of okay and worth its value for the time that you get to play it, if it comes in anywhere over $15. I honestly think it's kind of an overpriced point. I think the game needs a little bit of quality of life adjustments just to make it a little more playable and kind of friendly to go. And I'd say anything over $15, probably recommend waiting for a sale. outside of that, guys, that's my thoughts on Rainbow Cotton. I'd love to hear what you think of my review down below in the comments. Is this a game that piques your interest? You know, or do you have another game like this that you recommend me checking out? Outside of that, thanks for checking out my channel. I hope to see you again soon.